And we are back with round 4. If you'd like to hear an in-depth description of my deck list, you can refer to the round 1 video. As far as my opponent, this time we're playing mono blue Tron. A good place to start with this deck is the so-called Tron lands, Urza's Tower, Urza's Mine, and Urza's Power Plant. The idea is to get all 3 of these Urza's Tron lands out as soon as possible, because once you do, combined they create a total of 7 mana. You have cards like Expedition Map to help you do this. You can use it to tutor up the one Tron land that you don't have, for instance. And once you've done this, you have 7 mana that you can use to play really big and powerful spells. Spells like Mindslaver, which allow you to take control of your opponent's next turn. Also, Cyclonic Rift, allowing you to return each non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand, because you'll be able to afford the overload cost. You could also cast a Walking Ballista with an X value of 4 or 5, allowing you to ping most of your opponent's creatures, or even go face for the win in some cases. Next we have Wormcoil Engine. Unless your opponent has a path, there's no clean way to handle this. 6 mana, 6/6, Death Touch lifelink. Whenever it dies, you put a 3/3 artifact creature token with Death Touch, and a 3/3 artifact creature token with lifelink onto the battlefield. So it just splits into 2 little baby worms, making it incredibly hard to deal with. Alright, last couple of big baddies. Sundering Titan. When it enters the battlefield, or leaves the battlefield, choose a land of each basic land type, then destroy those lands. Oh my goodness, nothing is meaner than land destruction in Modern. And last but not least, Platinum Angel. Straight up, you cannot lose the game and your opponent cannot win the game. It dies to cards like Galvanic Blast. It doesn't have Indestructible, but it is a great card, especially considering Academy Ruins. If your opponent does handle it, put target artifact card from your graveyard on top of your library. So you can also do that with Sundering Titan, Wormcoil Engine, Walking Ballista, Mindslaver. This deck has some sweet spells, and once they've played a handful, it can be really hard to come back. Alright, gonna quickly go through the sideboard now. Chalice of the Void on 0 just absolutely destroys Affinity if they're on the play. They also have Hurkyl's Recall, bouncing all my artifacts back to my hand. Classic Affinity sideboard card, quite good. Spatial Contortion, target creature gets +3/-3. A lot of flexibility with this card. They can use it to give one of their own creatures that can withstand the -3 an extra buff. Of course it kills practically every card in my deck. It's even colorless so it can hit Etched Champions. Spreading Seas is even good because I get a lot of my wins through my Inkmoth Nexus. I think that about wraps it up. Let's go ahead and jump into match 1. You shouldn't have to make any particular effort. Good to see you.
You good?
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Man, pretty good start. Go ahead.
That's what you want to be doing. Inkmoth.
Yep.
Mox Opal.
Yeah, that's a start too. Okay, we're doing all right. All right.
Swing Leaf.
Can we activate it?
Give it a B.
No.
No, that's it. Go ahead.
Yeah. I've been in and out there too many times. That's basically just a margarita plus olive juice, right? Yeah.
I am relieved to see any other land besides a Tron land, honestly. If that island was Tron land number 2, he would have turn 3 Tron, and with my slow start, that would not be good. Springleaf Drum number 2.
Okay.
I can't see my own hand very well, but I'm assuming I kept a risky 1-lander. That is not paying off. Short. I didn't want to mulligan with you. Perhaps I should have.
Okay. We'll be the backup feature match. Alright.
Short.
Alright. Sounds good.
I wish I had 2 rates. I would love to record video players.
Yeah. Wait, you're broadcasting right now, right?
Not live. Just recording on a little SD card. To edit later.
Okay. Never mind.
Land go.
Yeah, be
That's what we
live.
do.
Gotta do it live.
Yeah, gotta do it live.
Yeah, get the OBS running. Okay. Let's
Yes.
blue. In retrospect, I'm not sure about Gluttonous Crane at a point like this. I'm hurting for mana, so I'm hoping to draw lands. Although Crane, the only land I have that's an artifact is a Darksteel Citadel, which, if I have to pass up an Arcbound Ravager or some good cards for a Darksteel Citadel just so I hit my land drop, it's like, this was destined not to feel good. I guess he condescends it anyways, but I don't think that would have been a good Crane. Can't do that.
Scry.
Oh, Scry is a clause. Scry 2. Yep, sorry. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll play, top 8 in and then also
Top and bottom.
top 8.
That was my whole turn. Go ahead.
made it to the.
Feels bad, man. Condescend is not usually a time walk like that.
Okay. Yeah, I saw you there, but did you get beat by the winner, Jared?
No. I was the 8th seed, beat the 1st seed who was on green, black, and then lost to black, white. This is when I was running red, white.
Yikes. With a double tower, mine, and also an expedition map, he's set up to make Tron next turn, and to make it with double tower. So 10 mana, 11 with the island.
Tron Ravager?
You all fall down?
It is.
Nice.
Took me quite a while.
Arcbound is fine.
One, two, another Arcbound?
Sure.
Best turn. Yep.
Does that work?
What are you missing? Proxy up or see if I
3-0.
can bar?
He's going into the final round.
Damn.
But I'm off to a really slow start. We'll see if the robots fare any better.
Man, so, yeah.
Alright, there's Tron. Since it took him a little while to make Tron, I'm assuming he kept his hand for its threats. So, we'll see what he's about to play.
Tron is online. Good luck. Yeah.
Play, right? Yep. Go to my end step?
Sure.
Gonna overload Cyclonic Rift.
As far as my potential options for what his first big threat was going to be, I suppose the Cyclonic Rift is not that bad with this board state. Springleaf Drums, Ornithopter, Mox Opal, I'll be able to drop most of it pretty quickly.
Ornithopter,
Yeah.
Mox,
Sure.
Springleaf Drum,
Sure.
Metalcraft. Arcbound?
Yep.
Sure. I guess that's as far as I can go. Not quite. Sec.
Sure.
Springleaf Drum.
Sure.
Looks like. Apologize.
2020 still? You're good, man.
Yeah, I think so.
What format are we playing?
Last turn.
I always hate seeing more than one Springleaf Drum. 3 is just god-awful.
That was kind of the best
Eugene?
Eugene. He resolves.
I'm gonna bolt you and ask to borrow some dice.
Sure.
Thank you.
Bold me?
Yeah.
Face?
Yeah, I don't. Sure. See what I was saying? Google's not always good.
I fully expected him to bolt my Arcbound Ravager, is why I asked. Because I have no mana to activate my Inkmoth Nexus. But, I mean, Face is good too. Face is always good.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm afraid I just gotta put a clock on you with this because you're just gonna just eat all your
his
stuff.
ultimate does.
Everything.
So I lose if I can't handle him. Sure. Sure. 1, 2. Cranial bleeding.
That could be a problem. So we got access to 1, 2. How much you got up? 1, 2 mana.
Yeah.
Condescend 3.
Blue. One of those is power plant. Gotcha. It just looks
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, I don't have all
I've never even seen the foil ones. That's really cool looking. Yep, I cannot make 3.
Scry 2.
Yep.
I don't think those are good enough.
Bottom.
Yep.
1, 2.
Sure.
It's nice that I had a second cranial plating and that one of them resolved, but I was really hoping to play the first one and equip to swing at Ugin this turn. So this did set me back pretty badly. Are down.
So, main phase thirst for knowledge.
Short, draw 3 cards and discard 2 unless one of them's an artifact.
Okay.
So I've seen that one before. Man. It's like 3 sounds like a lot on paper, but then you actually watch your opponent draw 3 real cards. And
Let's get rid of the 2 worst ones.
I still think that's kind of true. Card advantage on paper doesn't sound as good as it is. Like Dark Confidant, it's like, ooh, you have to lose life, but then you actually watch your opponent just rip a land and then draw another card. It's like, oh, that's why it's good.
And then I'll bolt your face.
Bolt face?
Yep. So it's
I'm at 14.
faster.
Lots of mana. Untap, upkeep, draw step. Let's equip.
Sure.
Enter attack step.
7. Okay, yep, so we got a 7, a 7-2, and a 2-2.
Yep.
Sure.
All at Ugin. It's like a total of 9.
Yep.
Goes down to 2. It definitely feels bad to use all my resources on Ugin like that. I mean, 9 to the face and then Gal Blast to the face. I could have taken him to 7, but if Ugin gets to ultimate, it's just too much. So, even though it felt bad, I had to do it. But within the plating, it wouldn't have worked.
Okay. 17 it is. I got a. Hey man, the one between you and Jason. Oh, Jason won. 2 games? Yeah.
She also
Yeah,
too.
you kind of did nothing game 1.
2?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Pretty good.
I've had bad draws all night.
Best cards, I think, past turn.
Not
Not the best top deck, though, at this point in the game.
Yeah, I mean, 2 is... You want it on 0 on turn 0, but
Yeah.
besides that, you want it on 2.
Yeah.
2's the money.
Yeah, but now I'm looking at how much damage? Shingos. Shingos the damage.
It's and
But it's the 4
I'm wondering- So,
I'll
change some math.
The other one I was thinking about. Kind of worried about.
So, artifacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's a 9/9. It's n plus 1 plus 1.
He was playing.
So 3, 3, 1, 3.
I think it's a little more stable, but at the same time,
There's a 10, 3,
that's
and a 4, 4.
I was watching a few.
No, 3, 3.
3, 3. I think that's right.
Yeah.
It would just.
Total is 13.
And it's just like, he
at
was
base.
drawing a lot of
Go to 7.
But I was playing like
I definitely was off to a slow start, but I think my opponent drew just a few too many lands. I mean, they want a lot of mana, but not this much.
sometimes it fails.
Another overload spell, or take my next turn.
turn.
Yeah, just a few too many lands. Well, on to game 2. I'll keep it as well.
Shell's on 0. Hope it does something.
So I don't do a good job at showing the camera, but there's an Ornithopter and a Mox Opal in my hand. Pretty sure I would have had a turn 1 cranial plating, or at least a better turn 1, but instead I get to just play a Vault Scourge. So it was a well-timed chalice. Pass turn.
Not for long, though.
We will capture your credit. Not quite.
Spaceys.
Yep. A foil chalice, that is something else.
Yeah. That's true.
Was that the same one from the first game? I just didn't notice.
There's
yeah.
one of the 4.
They're all foil?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. That's awesome. Well,
It was a good trade.
I bet.
Yeah. I had non-foil ones.
Traded up to the foils before they like were super expensive.
Yeah, I think it was actually spiked recently, the mirrored ones. They were
For a minute they were like $80 or $90 non-foil.
yeah.
And then they got the reprints, they're down to 60.
Yeah.
But the original foils gotta still be a pretty penny.
The foils got bought out recently, the mirrored ones. There's not, it's kind of like when someone buys all of them on TCG Player, it's kind of unreliable the price, but it's like
Right.
$250. It's like, for a while it was like 300.
So from like 90 to 300, yeah, actually a lot of Affinity foils have spiked too. I think that's kind of a trend lately, buyouts and the like. Thought that was interesting.
Okay. Mismatched towers. And then
God, the foiling on those looks so good.
I know they have another one over here. I'm gonna buy it.
Nice.
They're not easy to find. I'd way rather buy it from a store than just online.
Support your local scene or whatever.
Yeah, and you can see it. Honestly, that's it.
Yeah.
Like when you buy a foil online, it's just like, is it gonna be like a cup like this?
U-boat,
Yeah.
bent, curled.
Okay, so
2 towers. It took him a little while to assemble Tron in Game 1, and it seems like that's happening again in Game 2. I had a super slow start as well in Game 1, but this time I have a Steel Overseer I get to untap with, and I think I'm doing a little better, so we'll see what happens. Blink Moth.
sure. One.
Signal Pest.
Sure.
Activate.
Sure.
Move to declare attacks. Declare attackers.
Yep. No blocks.
Response to no blocks, I'll activate his ability.
It's wise.
So 2 and 2.
Sure.
That's the damage. So you're at 17, I'm at 21. Someone showed me this can actually do counters. But I don't know how. So I just,
Put 2 right here. How about that?
yeah, that'll work.
Everybody can see it.
I like that. Few more dice. And that's gonna be all for me.
End of turn, I'm gonna thirst for knowledge.
Seems good.
Try to find some answers. 1, 2, trace. Treasure Mage Island.
And what does Treasure Mage do?
So it comes into play and I get a 6 or greater artifact from my library hand.
I see. Gotcha.
Wanna read it? Very good.
That's an explanation enough.
Good.
If you bring it back, if you cast it, I'll read it more closely.
Play Modern?
Me? Yeah.
You wanna play?
Yeah, sure.
It's pretty quiet.
It's never this quiet. It's just somber.
Here, bounce here.
Return it to my hand. At least I got one activation out of that Steel Overseer. Sometimes one is enough to push it over the edge. We'll see if that's the case here. I mean, it's definitely better than 0 activations. So that Steel Overseer did his job.
That'll pass. That'll pass.
So upkeep. Step.
3 mana, 4 mana, all the mana.
Well, 1, 2, flame again. That's only 1 count. On the stack.
Don't really want to see a Ravager, but
Play black red and stuff.
reject.
Darn. I guess that did involve a bit of a 2-for-1, so it's not all that bad. I'm not gonna follow it up with a Ravager. Sad day. Activate.
Yep.
Enter attack step.
Mono red is better for these.
Swing out. So with the triggers, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 normal damage and 3 infect. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gain 3 of it. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 infect, so from 2 up to 5. That all adds up. Instead, Pester.
Not play Doomfall. I mean, Duress. In the stompy list, they're playing Doomfall if they're playing any of that.
Uh-oh, power plan.
Spring Seas.
The stompy decks.
Yep. Well, there goes the infect plan. Not the end of the world, although it does make me wish that I had committed with the Blink Moth instead of the Ink Moth last turn.
So when you make more
Last turn. Does this stay on?
Yeah,
I think so.
because it's on the land.
Yeah.
If it made it leave the battlefield, it would definitely fall off. Too many lands. Tap the Dark Citadel for a Signal Pest.
Got 4 mana open.
Correct.
Cards in hand. 3, and then. Okay.
It resolves. Activate.
Sure.
Move to attack step. Do what I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 normal damage, 3 of it's life.
Do you like
7, 27, no infect. Yeah, if I had committed with the Blink Moth as opposed to the Ink Moth last turn, that 3 infect would have been dealt in damage instead, so he would actually be at 4. I'm not sure if I have the Galvanic Blast in hand, but you always want your opponent at 4 if possible, to make that a live top deck.
I will play Haley.
Is that the mine?
It's Tron.
I'll have like my.
All of a sudden you have like 20 mana.
Platinum Angel?
I've got Black Grass.
Flying, you can't, that's what I thought. Yeah. I can't counter it.
That's good. That's a good thing. It's a good thing for me.
I guess sucks though. But oh wow, he's already gotten 2.
I will say that it loses like the matchup.
No, not enough. I haven't queued up with the deck that much.
Alright, well I still got a little bit, but...
Ping,
I don't
26,
think I
Float a Mountain.
this, but if there's any Black Red
Gal Blast? So I either just drew that or I did have the Gal Blast. Yeah, I should have taken him to 4 when I had the chance. And then present lethal with the Gal Blast before Platinum Angel hits the battlefield.
It's no bueno.
Are you missing any other stuff besides the king?
It's like Canyon Slayers and 1 Dragon Spell Summoner.
I might have the summon, I gotta take a look.
Get a shot in here.
Good luck. You on the play?
I've been dreading every land drop. But I guess if it's Condescend, the land drops aren't so bad.
That'd be correct.
I see.
Okay. I'm gonna condescend for 2.
2?
Games 2?
Yeah. I took the first
Game
one. Yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna condescend for 0. You can choose not to pay it if you like.
Hard pass.
So how does that work? Now I'm confused.
So you should pay it. You should pay 0.
Right.
That's how that works.
Okay, I will.
I'm gonna scry. That's what I want to do.
I see.
Yeah.
Now we're on the same page.
Yeah.
0 has been paid.
Okay. Resolve scry away.
Yeah, modern.
Okay.
Smart. What I need.
We're not gonna fight anymore.
Man, that's really too bad.
How did you do in Sands?
No, if it really matters. Yeah, it does. Yeah, resolves.
Well, I don't want to go all in. That's one. So I don't know why I decided not to go all in. I guess I was worried about some type of board wipe, but he only has 4 mana held up, and at instant speed I don't think there's any spells I should be worried about. So I think that was a bit of a misplay, and that I could have gotten in for more damage here. Oh. not so much. Darn, I was too cautious.
I mean, I could have done a response to whatever you did too, so maybe.
Right. You know what? In response to that, I should have activated the blink mod as well. So it's 1, 2, 3. Sorry, can't do math. 2 that has 1 trigger. Plus 1 plus 0. Okay. 4 to 29. I will pass.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Dumb and Dumber.
I don't know if there still could be after this. So we're at 6. Okay, there's still a chance. There's still a chance. Well, Supreme Will. And what's the second mode? The equivalent of 4, take 1.
Look at the top 4 cards in your library and put one of them in your hand. What's at the bottom? Yep. Ancient Stirrings, kind of, but it's only 4.
There's a blue card that does that. It costs 2. It's only legacy legal.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's not modern legal. Impulse, I think?
I'll have to take your word on that one. I don't know much legacy.
4. At 4. Okay.
Drastically worse. Combat.
Yeah, so you still win that match.
4 damage.
3-1? That's 12 credit or 4 back?
I'll take that card.
So looking at the life totals, it looks like I'm going to win this one soon. But I think with as much mana as he has, that this last 4 damage will not come easily. Chalice on 0.
You can still cast them.
That's true.
Nature's Vulgate. Oh, Storm count?
So you go.
Untap, upkeep, draw step.
What interaction? If you put Spreading Seas on Darksteel, it's still an artifact?
I think so.
Artifact is super type?
That's Blood Moon and Super Type and
It's awkward.
the Spreading Seasons and
Cranial plating?
sure.
Only one black sword.
Kept 1 land on 6.
The sea games in this matchup, they seem to be good. Like, they stabilize.
Activate.
Yep.
Although they're still bad against so maybe they're
Equip.
not that good.
But like, how often are you casting
Enter attack step?
Normally they're going to cast after the Chain Wheelers have been cast.
Yeah.
But
Gross.
Not over yet.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Besides these awesome Dumb and Dumber references, darn it, I am so close yet so far from ending this game.
so
But I mean, like,
they seem good for sure because like you just want
Get them slowly with that Phyrexian mana.
Then I'm tapped out. Go
It's
ahead.
really easy to get further behind than the other red decks.
Okay.
And it's like the only card that can
Saying there's a chance.
So I think despite Chain Wheeler, you still play them. Like, if you have them, then you
He needs for that draw to have been an answer, but he's had no problem drawing answers so far.
yeah, I did against I played against the
Do that. Get an extra.
he was like playing band walkers. I boarded it out like all
I can bounce my Chalice, or
so I had no way to
pay 1, leaving me with
Can you put your enough people play that shadow?
10, 12,
I thought it kind of
13. Gives me 1. I can draw Mindslaver, and then.
Oh, you're going really cheap range. It's like
Alright.
I don't think Charm's that good. Well, I guess
All those worth that much thought.
It's okay. Just because you get dice.
That's the Chalice.
Yep.
Should we play it for 2? I would imagine.
Well,
maybe I'm.
Tron first. Who's life now?
Oh, whatever.
That's you're thinking like Void.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's also a thing. Still in this.
We're
Somehow.
not down for the count. Not yet.
Somehow we're still in this. 2.
You're getting 1?
Oh god. Oh Gerald. I can't do that. Care about any of your no. Chalice on 1.
Chalice on
I'm not sure what he's playing around, putting Chalice on 1. He knows about that cranial plating in my hand because he bounced it with the Cyclonic Rift, so not real sure.
Keep. Just I feel like maybe you have the 1 card in hand?
I do. Just the 1.
Like, who the fuck what could it be?
The mono-red list.
Now the 0 drops come down.
Boom. Let them go.
Scott Lips.
Oh my god. I'm glad you played this deck.
Plating.
He had a really
Sure.
like one of the high records. And the record me find it.
Equip.
Yep.
Activate.
Yep.
All in. Moves with their attacks. Swaying with the tame.
You can't swim with Ornithopter.
Thank you. Summoning sick.
We get another turn.
Urkel's recall.
Oh my goodness, what a great game of Magic. This is just crazy.
Did not
Oh, yeah, it does.
play a land. I played a Mox. Okay.
It hits your Blink Monster as well.
Yeah.
All of it.
Let's set these back down again. Okay, so second main phase.
Get creative.
So are you,
That's the more important land.
It's trying to be red black mid range.
Black.
It's trying to be red black slightly.
Ornithopter.
Aggro slightly mid range.
Chalice on 1 this time.
Are you trying to
He's
be
not
aggro
fooled.
switch to heavy?
He's not fooled.
To be honest, it's
Can't bamboozle this guy.
From the Pro Tour, -1. You're bamboozling with the best of them. -1 Phoenix from the sideboard, +1. 2.
It's the Pantheon list, just with like this and this.
I don't know. Pantheon list.
Yep.
That's Turtenwald. Turtenwald.
Vault Scourge.
Sure.
Here's the,
5.
here's what I basically copied from Mono.
Yep.
And you know about these cards. Play the reveal.
Okay, I've cast these cards like 4 times now. I'm hoping this is the last time.
It's all good.
And then it plays more Phoenix
I played them all down.
Sure did.
Go ahead and equip. Fast.
Yep.
and then Lowbringers.
Well, that lasted a few turns more than I thought it would. Overall, a great match against a great player. If you enjoyed these videos with the commentary, you can let me know by hitting that subscribe button, and I'll keep making them. So, until next time, guys. I'll see you later.